Vous êtes sur Radio Campus Orléans. On est sur un plateau en direct avec Enola qui va jouer ce soir à 20h sur la scène Macro Santo pour Hip Hop Hop, le festival qui se passe ici ce soir et demain. Et du coup, merci à Leslie à côté de moi qui va faire la traduction parce que c'est un groupe qui vient de Glasgow. Donc on a commencé à parler en anglais là. Thanks for being with us, Finn and Luke from Enola Gay.
Merci d'être ici, Finn and Luke, pour Enola Gay.
So just to sort of start off, who are you guys? Who is the group Enola Gay and how did it come about?
Alors pour commencer, donc, qui êtes-vous, messieurs? Qui est le groupe Enola Gay et d'où venez-vous?
Well, we started the group in 2019. We're based in Belfast.
Vous avez commencé le groupe en 2019 à Belfast.
Yeah, we were just listening to techno and a lot of hip hop at the time, and then we didn't really like too much rock bands at the time. There wasn't that many bands.
À l'époque, vous écoutiez beaucoup de techno et d'analogue, et vous écoutiez pas forcément beaucoup de rock.
And then like bands started coming out like Idols and other punk bands and like Amul and the Sniffers and stuff.
Fontaines a lot.
And then we were like, right, we'll give this a crack.
Et donc à l'époque, il y a commencé à y avoir pas mal de groupes de punk comme Fontaines, c'est ça?
Fontaines DC. Yeah.
Fontaines DC qui ont commencé à émerger, et donc vous vous êtes dit pourquoi pas vous lancer.
And so it seems like you're in the sort of heart of this post-punk revival, I guess, with the Idols and Fontaines DC. You're mentioning some Australian bands as well. How does your music how do you guys fit in that sort of category? Do you sort of have that inspiration from the techno side as well, or is it been a sort of a melange of both sort of scenes, I guess?
Donc avec toute cette émergence punk qui a commencé à arriver avec Fontaine DC, etc., vous avez commencé, et comment vous vous êtes inclus justement dans toute cette émergence post-punk qu'il y a eu, et avec justement l'ajout de techno, etc. Où est-ce que vous vous situez dans tout ce mouvement?
Yeah, just try to get like inspiration from all things like Prodigy, hip hop, and I don't know, like punk, and even like stuff like Joy Division and stuff like that. Like just like try to make a good like mesh of things.
On a essayé de faire un mélange entre le hip-hop, un Joy Division et ce genre de choses-là, avec un peu de punk, etc.
Yeah, we try to create our own sort of style, a lot of mix of like rock and punk and techno and hip hop, and just try and do our own sort of thing,
Oui, créer notre propre style avec un mélange de hip-hop et de punk et de rock.
So you're in the middle of a tour, I guess, through Europe. Sort of, I got the understanding of that. How's that going for you guys? Have you guys started in a certain place? Have you come back around to France? How's that sort of trip been?
It's been alright. Sorry, my bad.
Ah oui.
So, donc oui, vous êtes en plein milieu d'un tour à travers toute l'Europe, et donc
le tour autour de France, ils ont fait un petit, je sais pas, je demande la question s'ils ont traversé l'Europe, retourné en France, comment la réception de ces concerts.
Voilà, comment s'est passé le tour, votre tour en Europe, quelle a été la réception dans les différents pays?
We've only been doing a couple of gigs over in France this time around. Like we've been to a certain place before. We've never been to Orléans or Lille before, but yeah, we've been here for like a week. Done a couple of shows. We actually did a show with Enola on Wednesday in Lille, and yeah, we've been to France a couple of times before, but yeah, we've just sort of been over for Hop Up Hop Festival and the show in Lille. Just trying to get to a new audience and stuff.
And the reception, how's the reception been? C'est la même question en fait. Just the reception in France, and how's that sort of like?
That's been great.
Yeah.
Like every time playing France, like always get a really good response. Like the crowd always has like a lot of energy. Like we've never played the cities before, so we didn't know what to expect, especially from Lille. and but it was a great response. Loads of people there. And people were like singing our lyrics and stuff, and like it was brilliant.
Yeah, loads of mosh pits and like people going crazy and stuff.
Donc oui, le tour s'est bien passé. Ils étaient déjà venus en France quelques fois, mais pas encore à Orléans. Ça fait quelques semaines qu'ils sont ici. Ils avaient déjà fait une date avec Enola à Lille avant, et ça s'est bien passé. Ils sont généralement plutôt contents de ce qu'a offert le public français, avec pas mal de mosh pit et de gens qui bougeaient devant les scènes. C'était plutôt sympa, bonne ambiance en général.
And it's funny, it's interesting because, I thought I was going to be talking to Enola. It's sort of a funny coincidence how we got those two bands mixed up with Enola Gay. Considering that Enola used to be under the name Enola Gay as well. You're both post-punk bands as well. It's a funny little conundrum we
thought we were unique until today.
Or the name at least.
Donc oui, c'est un petit peu rigolo d'avoir ces deux groupes qui s'appellent Enola et Enola Gay, avec justement le petit souci de confondre les deux, mais ça ça enlève un peu de l'unicité, mais au final on s'y retrouve. En plus, les deux font du post-punk.
On that, what does Enola Gay stand for? How did you guys come up with the name?
Que représente Enola Gay pour vous? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a derrière ce nom?
Well, it was our guitarist Joe, who's not here at the minute. He came up with the name, but it's basically based off the song Enola Gay by Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, but it's also like, you think that song's just a really nice pop song and stuff, and then you listen to the meaning behind it and stuff when you get a bit older, and you realize it's actually about like one of the greatest atrocities like ever committed by man, you know, in Hiroshima and all that sort of stuff. So it's like the name sort of represents the sort of like the trivialization of history through the media, you know.
Donc, apparemment, c'est le guitariste qui a choisi le nom, mais il est pas là aujourd'hui. Mais donc oui, Enola Gay, ça vient de cette chanson de Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, Enola Gay, qui est assez connue. Donc du coup, c'est une chanson pop plutôt entraînante. Le problème, c'est que Enola Gay, ça vient quand même d'un truc qui est assez dramatique, vu que c'est le nom de la bombe ou de l'avion qui a lancé la bombe atomique sur Hiroshima. Et donc, oui, c'est le nom de l'avion qui a balancé la bombe sur Hiroshima. Et donc, du coup, ça représente le fait d'avoir une chanson aussi sympa qui a un nom pareil. Ça représente un petit peu la dualité et la trivialisation de quelque chose d'absolument horrible. Et c'était plutôt intéressant.
And speaking of sort of themes around music and the meaning behind the songs, what sort of themes do you guys touch on in your sort of in how you express your music, whether that's musically or in your lyrics? How do you sort of approach that?
Alors, quel genre de thème approchez-vous dans vos chansons et comment vous approchez justement l'écriture?
Well, a lot of our songs in the early days were they were sort of like political punk songs and stuff. A lot of them get written really quickly, just like out of anger. The song comes together very, very quickly, you know. But now, sort of the last few tracks, we've been sort of like looking more inward and stuff, and like getting like inspiration more from, you know, our personal experiences and you know, feelings of nostalgia and different sort of things we touch on. But yeah, we're just trying to keep it honest, to write what feels right at the time and stuff, and trying to keep it heavy and interesting and stuff, you know.
Donc au début, on faisait des chansons qui étaient très engagées, très politiques, écrites rapidement sous le coup de la colère. Et maintenant, on fait beaucoup plus des chansons qui sont réfléchies, qui viennent beaucoup plus de quelque chose d'intérieur. Et c'est tout aussi bien à partir du moment où ça semble écrit avec le cœur et ce qui nous tient à cœur.
And when recording or when producing, when writing your music, do you focus on this idea of how it's going to be received in the live audience or on stage? Is this where you guys feel most comfortable on stage, or is it in the studio? Like, how do we see? Yeah.
Probably live. Oh, sorry. Keep forgetting.
Quand vous écrivez votre musique, est-ce que vous l'écrivez en songeant au live, ou alors est-ce que vous l'écrivez est-ce que vous pensez à la prestation live que vous allez donner quand vous écrivez un morceau, ou est-ce que vous êtes plus dans l'écriture classique?
Usually I think we work best live, just because like we're all about the energy and the live experience and like the intensity. And there's something you said there made me think, like you were saying, like, do you think about how the song will be received? Like our last song, Cortana, there's a part, it's kind of like a breakdown part, I guess, and we call it the schmick bit, which is like it's like a word for like, I know, for like
it's just a if you were from Belfast, you'd know what I mean. It's hard to describe. It's sort of a colloquialism.
But like someone like who goes to raves and like gets fucked up, and like you know, there's like the you part, you know, like you know, in techno, or there's like a drop, they're like yeah. But that song Katana, we have a part like that, and we refer to as smick bit. So like so we do have like sometimes in our mind being like, this part is the part where we want a certain response, or you know, whatever it is.
Oui, on prend beaucoup en compte l'attrait du live quand on écrit des chansons, avec notamment une de nos chansons qui comprend une partie où on fait appel au public, où on sent que ça va être le point où les gens vont se lâcher quand on va y arriver. Donc oui, c'est plutôt quelque chose qu'on recherche dans le processus d'écriture.
So yeah, it seems like you look for those sort of spots where you can find that reaction out of a crowd. And Schmick, is that well, slang in Belfast?
Yeah.
Schmick is, Glasgow. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it is. It's just like someone who likes to go to like parties or raves, and like, you know, usually like taking drugs. You know, and so yeah, like that's pretty close, right?
So have you guys got? Are you in the middle of a tour right now?
Just a short one. This is like two French gigs this week.
Donc, est-ce que vous êtes en tournée en ce moment? Oui, on a 2 dates. On a 2 dates en France en ce moment.
And are you in the process of writing new music, or is this a sort of time when you're just wanting to play as much as you can, sort of get your music out there, I guess? We are currently writing a lot of songs right now. We're just kind of like the other 2 years we were like gigging so much, like doing loads of tours, but this year we kind of chilled it out a wee bit. So we're just doing like on average like maybe 3 gigs per month or something like that, just like here and there. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, we've been just trying to we've given ourselves a lot of time now to just write as much as we can, because we've been just so busy with gigs and stuff the past couple of years. Yeah.
Oui, donc ils tournent, ils font à peu près 3 concerts par mois, ce qui fait que c'est quand même plutôt intense. Et pour l'écriture, ils essayent d'écrire entre les concerts, mais ça reste quand même un petit peu compliqué. Mais ils essayent quand même de s'y tenir, mais c'est vrai que le rythme est intense.
Et du coup, je ne sais pas si on a beaucoup de temps qui reste là, mais je viens de finir presque toutes mes questions là pour le moment. Just to finish up on, we can sort of, how do we find your music? I guess, is it on all platforms?
Yeah, you'll find us on Instagram at Enola Band, I believe, Enola _band.
Yeah.
You'll find us on Spotify, on YouTube, all over.
On Bandcamp as well.
Oui, vous pouvez trouver nos morceaux à peu près partout, sur toutes les plateformes de streaming, Spotify, Bandcamp, etc. Et sur enolagay.com.
Enola _band.
Enolagay _band. Voilà.
Thank you very much, guys, for joining us. It's been a
Thank
pleasure.
You. Merci
and
beaucoup.
Good luck tonight for the show. Looking very much forward to seeing you guys.
Appreciate it.
Oui, bonne chance pour le concert. Merci à vous.